Hello gamers, welcome in to the live stream. I've had an eventful afternoon, so we're gonna do our best here today. I've just taken my medicine, hopefully I'll feel somewhat better. Being chronically ill is so great. But yeah guys, I'm definitely trying to take it easy today. Obviously, I'm having a bad health day. Been having a bad mental health month overall. But we're trucking along, and today we're gonna work on some fun little Persona Project special things, because that's what our members have voted for, and members are in the chat, so welcome in, members! Holy cow, it's the first stream I'm doing this. Mostly for my sanity, and my moderator's sanity, so we can get a little bit of a break. Thinking every now and then it'd be a great idea just to have a members-only chat. So that way it's not as chaotic for me and I could just kind of actually focus on art. And it's kind of like a slowed down version. It's very nice, and we're gonna take it nice and easy. So I picked some Legends of Arceus music to vibe to today. And welcome in! Oh, we have a new member. I saw the Hooligan. Welcome to the club, dude! Heck yeah, man. So, oh, it's been a while since I've streamed. I gotta get back in the swing of things, y'all. Oh, it's a bit loud? Thank you. It's really quiet for me because I'm so noise sensitive. My computer is always at like less than 10% speaker, so it's really hard for me to tell how loud it is for you guys. Because to me, it's always loud, no matter how tiny the speaker volume is for me. But yeah, let's go ahead. I'm gonna drop us right in. There's gonna be a lot of fruit falling from the sky. I forgot to clear the previous fruit from the last live stream. Or maybe not, maybe- oh, there it is. Yep, there we go. Oh man, can't keep up with everything, man. But yeah, if you hear random background noise, it's also because my cat is running around in circles currently. He's very, like, energetic today. Really? It's really loud. Oh gosh, I'm trying, guys. I really am. But yeah, guys. I have some really cool fan art behind me. You guys can submit fan art. There's a link in the description to do that if that's something you think you would enjoy. It'll pop up on the next live stream that I do, which is super cool. And yep, my cat is already causing problems. Hold on, I have to get him out of the room now. No, 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 don't jump up there. No, 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 no. He was like cold, dead asleep for like hours. I was like, yeah, he could just sit in here while I stream. It's chill. And then he like, as soon as I start speaking, he's like, I'm gonna walk all over your keyboard. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Oh, my bibby. My little bib. But yeah, guys, I have a lot to update you on. There's like so much going on behind the scenes. Like, I know it's been kind of like random on my channel lately because of my poor mental health. Which turning off comments has helped significantly. I need to just do that more. Honestly. So, if you're wondering why the comments are off, it's for my mental health, which is on a steady incline. I can feel it. I'm like taking care of things again. It's great. Like, I like cleaned today. I'm like, oh, thank God. Getting back on my feet. It's a good feeling. So, keeping those off for now. We are continuing forth with Persona Project Year 8. And Brightside is still in the works. I've got like an episode a month coming out for Brightside currently. It's becoming quite stable, which is nice. And I'm also working on some Origins tests in the background, like animation tests, art tests, different kind of things that I want to see how I want to continue forward with the series when I do decide to do that. So pretty much everything on the channel is getting attention, just kind of in the background. I've been doing a lot more personal art, which has been really freaking fun and really cool, because I haven't done that in forever. So I did some personal art, which was great. And I'm going to be posting that on my birthday, which is coming up, like, next week. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm going to be, like, 100 years old. It's crazy. Oh my god. So yeah, March 4th is my birthday, in case you're wondering, and I'm gonna be posting a really cool animation I did for myself. And, some of the peoplets on the Discord got to see what that looks like, a little peek of that. Really fun, really exciting. I'm really heading towards a new direction with my art, very much like everything I've wanted my art to be in my whole life. I'm in my neon color phase for sure. Oh, goodness. But yeah, guys, today we're gonna work on a Persona project special called Cherished Place. I have a lot of specials that I wrote out in the original, like, document that I was making for Persona project, with, like, a bunch of character interactions to kind of understand how the eras were gonna interact, and what they would do together if they were given a prompt, like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? And then they all answer it, because everybody has different answers. And for this one, it's like our favorite places, because when you grow up in like an extremely traumatic setting, sometimes the foundation of like an actual house is more stable than the people in your life. So this whole episode is very much about like the groundingness of these very important places to each of these eras. So most of the art you're going to see though today is going to be character art. I'm going to be doing line art for the characters, so you're not going to really see much of the backgrounds, which is kind of the focal point of this one, is kind of the places. But we're going to work on the character animation today. And this short video, it's not a short, I don't know why I said short, it's a video, like a full-length video, is roughly about 5 to 6 minutes long. It's much longer than the other one. I've never really animated something fully to this, like, length before, so this is, like, a new territory for me. But I have the first little frame, and I'll explain what's going on in each scene so it's not, like, too confusing. But that way you guys have an idea. Oh my god, also, do you see that cute little, like, My Little Pony version of Pile Child? So adorable! Our cutie marks are poorly clever. I can't, it's so adorable. Anyways, I'm gonna fangirl over the freaking fan art because it's so good! Okay, so, oh goodness. So the first scene is like, Robin is introducing the, like, hey everybody, what is your favorite place? My favorite place currently is my house, my current house that I live in. And then Hawley's gonna pop up and be like, what? We get a house? And then, Robin's just kind of showing off the house, and that's kind of where I left off. You can see I started the line art, and, it's mostly the characters. The first little section we're gonna be doing are the characters talking about the house that we live in currently. Haley definitely is gonna be a very emotional one, because, sadly, in Haley's era, she fought really, really hard for all of us to be able to make it to this point, to be able to escape the abuse and all the bad stuff we were going through. Like, she worked the hardest, for sure. Oh, yo!
Here's your prize money, and it's from all of the members here.
Oh my gosh, it's so
welcome
quiet.
To the CLU. Welcome to the club.
Hold on, I gotta fix that.
Welcome members, welcome members, welcome members.
Hold on, Tyler, I gotta fix your thing. It was really quiet, I don't know why. Do that again, come on, come on. I don't know what happened to my streaming program, it's just so weird lately.
Here's your prize money, and it's for all of the members here. Welcome to the CLU. Welcome to the club. Welcome members, welcome members, welcome members, welcome members.
Oh my god! Welcome members, welcome members, welcome members, welcome members. That's so great, Tyler! Thank you for the prize money, as always, dude. That's so slay, holy cow. Yeah, I don't know why it's like all messed up today. You know, you win some, you lose some, gamers. What more can I say? There we go, maybe I could do that. I didn't seem to like that, but maybe I'll try that. Oh wow, this is loud AF now. Oh dear. What have I done? I can't live stream, I swear to god. I'm like the most boomer person ever sometimes. Or I'm just like, yes, I know what I'm doing! Don't tell me what to do, chat. I know what to do, audio. Old Hawley has entered the chat. Oh my god. Anyways. There is a link in the description for fan art mall, and also there's I have a website. That's a cool place to post fan art. There's a whole fan page forum area you could post fan art, which will be lit. Look at all the sparklies. Oh, this is the lake theme. Ah! Oh my god, it's so good. I love it. 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 I'm such a Pokemon fan, man. I'm going through so much like with a Pokemon phase right now. Ugh. Tips for a young artist? Oh my god, I have so many tips I could give you. Just so many tips I could give you. Oh my god, where do I even begin? If I could go back to the very beginning of when I started doing art, I guess the only thing, if you only listen to one part of what I have to say right now, it would just be to don't care what other people say. Don't care what other people think so much. Don't let that determine your art. It's your art. It's yours, and it's the way that you perceive the world. And if you let other people influence that, it's not really yours. Like, if you spend too much time trying to make your art look like somebody else's that you admire, or look like a TV show, or try to make it look like how everybody tells you to make it look like, then it's not really genuinely yours. I spent so much of my early years making 12, and all I did was hyperfixate on what people were saying about my art, where they were like, ah, you shouldn't draw paws that way. Paws don't anatomically look like that. Little stubs. It's so pathetic and cheapy, and it looks stupid, and it doesn't look realistic, and blah blah blah. And people are all up in arms about my art not being the way they wanted it to be. But it was what I wanted it to be. And then, when I changed my art to match what these people were demanding of me, then they complained that I wasn't being original and that they missed the stubs. So, like, moral of the story, you're not gonna win if you listen to everybody else when it comes to your art. Oh my god, Maddie! No way!
Hello, Hawley. Our birth week is nearing close. Hope you have a good Sunday and week.
Oh my god, Maddie! What an awesome donation, dude! Holy cow! Thank you so much, dude. Happy birthday to you too. Freaking Pisces gang, rise up. Let's go. Unless you're Aquarius. I mean, unless you're Aquarius. But I don't think you're an Aquarius. I think you're a Pisces at this point. If I remember my zodiacs. That was like a huge Parker hyperfixation for some reason. Oh, but thank you, Maddie. That's so sweet. I will have a good Sunday. It's been good so far. And hopefully a good week. I've been catching up on that. Look at that little Hawley in the background. So cute. She's so adorable. Oh my god. That little wild child too. God, the fan art's so good today, y'all. Y'all are popping off. Yeah, you are Pisces. I thought so. I thought I remember that. Oh, man. So yeah. My best advice, just make what you want to make, how you want to make it. Don't listen to what everybody else has to say. Because even if you get it right, even if you do everything that those people want from you, they're still going to find a way to complain. No one's ever satisfied, no one's ever going to be happy. That's the life of an artist. You're never going to please everyone. Accept that very early on, and just make art for yourself. Make art for you. Because, man, I'm telling you, that is the one thing I struggle with the most. You'll see it in Hawley's era, where I'm just, like, frantic to please everybody. And it's just... that's not art. That's what makes art and work to me. Work is doing everything for everybody else how they want, and art is doing things for myself. Honestly. It's like self-care for real. Oh, goodness. I gotta fix the audio, gamers. I apologize. It's been a while since I streamed, so I just gotta fix some stuff. It's just like so loud for me and not for you guys, which is a big bummer deal. Okay, sorry. Shh. It's okay, computer. You're okay. I haven't drawn a single frame. It's like 15 minutes in. Okay, I will get working on the art now. Goodness. But yeah, I'll try to answer as many of y'all's questions as humanly possible if you have them in the chat. I will do my best. But, oh, thank you guys for being so chill in the chat, too. I love it. I love the yippee emoji. I'm so mad at YouTube, actually. Dude, I, like, animated all of these, like, emotes, right? Like, they're all animated, by the way. Like, most of these emotes are animated, but, like, when I upload them into YouTube and have the preview of what the emote's gonna look like, it's animated. But then when I put it into, like, the live stream or you guys, like, comment with it, it's not animated. And I'm mad! And I'm so mad because it's so funny! Like, they're most of the animations are hilarious, but, like, they don't even work! I'm like, why let me upload a GIF if it's not gonna play? Like, what's the point of that? So, like, you have all these emotes that look like they should move because they should! Like, the dancing peeves look so dumb because it just doesn't move, and I'm like, what the frick? So, yeah, I'm gonna be, like, going around. Oh, wow, that's much better. Woo.
Hi. My mind has been nothing but Dogman this week. Embarrassed smiley face.
Oh, come drop, that's your 10th one? Holy cow, thanks for all the donos, that's so cool, dude. I've heard Dogman is pretty good. I have seen it around, I'm not quite sure what it is, but it does sound like something I would enjoy. Because I like superheroes and I like dogs and cats. And I think that's kind of the premise, if I remember correctly. The GIF isn't GIFing. I know! It makes me so mad! How do I find or choose music for Persona Project? Mal, I get it from my childhood. Like, straight up. I just pick video game music that's nostalgic for me. Because, most of the time, video game music, like, I say most of the time, because there are exceptions to this, but most of the time, when it comes to video game music, YouTube's copyright laws tend to sway in the favor of a creator that uses them, because you have to think about it this way, how else would people be able to stream video games if you couldn't include the music? So 9 times out of 10, video game music is a really safe thing to use in your videos and still be able to monetize. So I went through my whole childhood and made a giant list of games that I used to really, really love, and then I picked my favorite soundtracks from them. And then I threw them all into Persona Project, kind of at random. But then I realized, oh, wait, you know what'd be really cool? Is if I picked, like, games and soundtracks from, like, specific eras. Like, example, one of Blackbird's favorite games is gonna be Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of Galaxy for her. Oh, yo. What was that? Bird Queen! It didn't show up your little emoji, but I see it's a little mouse trap. It didn't read it out loud, but in the chat there's the little box with a string and a little piece of cheese. Don't mind if I do. I would take some cheese. I'll take some suspicious cheese. I like suspicious cheese. Here, I'll try to mimic the little text-to-speech guy.
Suspicious cheese.
There you go.
Suspicious cheese.
Thanks for the sus cheese. I will totally fall for it. But yeah, like, another thing I'm gonna try and start doing with Persona Project in the most recent years is I'm going to kind of try to pick one video game for each year. Because right now, this is such an awkward frame to draw. Rabbit's like falling back on a bed, by the way. That's what this is. It's gonna look really silly for a moment while I work on this. Just bear with me, okay? Robin's just in place over here. But yeah, the most recent year 8, is gonna be all My Sims Kingdom. Because that was like my favorite game as a kid. Like, no joke. You have no idea how many hours I'd log into My Sims Kingdom. It's insane. You can ask my brother. It's like burned into his skull and he didn't even play it, okay? Like, that poor kid had to suffer through so much My Sims Kingdom because of me. And I just thought it was awesome that there's like this random resurgence of My Sims Kingdom. Just like out of absolute nowhere. And I got so excited because I was like, yes! Yes, my childhood. So many more people get to be introduced to my childhood, and like all of my gender, all of my queerness comes from that game, dude. Lindsay is the reason why I'm a lesbian. Buddy is just me, for real. Buddy is just like my first character who, like, I swear to God, I had canon Buddy as autistic. I'm like, dude, he's so autistic, I love him. And I'm just like, that's me, oh my god. It was like the first character I ever, like, freaking saw myself in was Buddy. And then the freaking first gender envy I ever had was Tobor in that game, the robot. I was like, oh my god, I want to be like him, holy cow. Like, yeah, that game means a lot to me. So, the whole year is gonna be that now. Like, that game soundtracked. With the exception of a few very specific episodes that, like, okay, like, My Sims Kingdom is a goofy AF little game. If you've never played it, it is the most silly little game. And sometimes the themes of Persona Project do not fit the silly, alright? We are not slash silly sometimes. We are slash SRS. And for the slash SRS episodes, I'm gonna go with something else. Like, just at random. Most of the time, it's been Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, because that's just a big comfort game, too. It's such an awkward frame of them falling back, but whatever. But yeah, so that is how I choose music for it. It's a very personal thing. I mean, obviously, this is my personal project, so I was like, the music should be just as personal. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't be. So, I know it kind of seems random to everybody else, but to me, it's, like, very chronological. Robin is so silly. Robin is just in bliss, dude, because I'm talking about my room, and my current room is just my safe haven. Like, I cannot ramble enough about the room that I have currently. I wish I had pictures. I'd just show you all right now. It's like, when you move across the country with nothing except what can fit in your car. I forgot their tail. Hold on. That's kind of a big oops. There we go. Tail moment. Big puffy tail moments.
Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess has some solid music.
Yes, dude!
It's very relaxing.
Yes! I agree. I actually am gonna save that Twilight Princess for Parker's era because, me and my brother played it on the Wii U. So, we played, like, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess on the Wii U, like, a lot, and it was painful. My brother was, like, quite literally sobbing with anger. I felt so bad for him, he was dying. That game was so hard and horrible. But, like, it was such a great Parker memory for me, so it's going in the Parker era, don't worry. We got plenty of Zelda to come.
The neurodivergent support group I'm a mentor in all went to MLP when asked what character they know has the same neurotype as them. With that I ask, what fictional character is the most you?
Oh my god. Oh, thank you for the donation, first of all, Bride Queen, holy cow. Yeah. I gotta think about it. Most fictional characters most like me. Dang, dude, that's rough. Oh, I need a minute to think about this.
Money for the fries fund.
Oh man, everybody!
I have to tell you, yesterday I went to a con and there was a table that was selling tons of pocket watches.
Oh my
I would
god!
have hated it. Anyways, glad to see you streaming again. Lots of hugs?
Yeah, dude, holy cow! Thank you, Fizzy, that's so sweet. Did I say lots of hugs? Oh, I don't really prefer hugs. I prefer, like, high fives, if that's cool. But, thank you, Fizzy, that's so sweet. I bet Imp would have hated those pocket watches. That sounds fun. Fun for him. But, oh, the character I most like. This is tough. I'm making a PowerPoint right now about characters that give me gender envy, because me and my friends do this thing called PowerPoint night every now and then, where we basically make PowerPoints for each other and then present them. And it's really fun. And we really love, like, presenting all of our little ideas. Like, I did, like, one about what is it called? I did one about a conspiracy theory of mine that I cannot possibly get into, or else we'll be here all day, because it's a conspiracy theory. But just trust me when I say that, like, my PowerPoint went off, and everybody afterwards will never ever see anything the same again. And so, we do PowerPoint nights, and I'm making one about gender envy right now, and I'm seeing a lot of myself in those characters. But it's just like, man, I don't know if I have a character that's exactly me, because, like, I don't have DID. I'm not, like, I don't have dissociative personality disorder, but, like, I don't have a dissociative identity, but I do kind of view myself as, like, this fragment of different, like, just selves throughout my eras. Like, I definitely feel like I'm a different person every few years or so, sort of thing, and as time goes on, like, yes, there's some characters where I could go, oh my god, no, Parker is exactly like this character, Parker is this character, oh my god, but I can't ever say that I'm, like, a character, because I feel like I'm constantly shifting. So I have a ton of characters that I, like, relate to and or kin that I love, but I don't know if I'm exactly one, but I can list some.
Have you played Undertale or Hollow Knight?
AJ the Dragon, let's go! Yes, I have played both of those games. I have not finished Hollow Knight, though. It is so difficult. God help me. Literally send help for freaking Hollow Knight. The game's so freaking hard. But yeah, I've played Undertale like 100,000 times. Don't worry about it. One of these days, I'm gonna do a live stream of it. It'll be really fun. But some characters that, if I could go through each era and be like, oh my god, this character is this character, or Wild Child's favorite characters were Beast Boy, Bumblebee, oh gosh, who else? I'm gonna have to pull up my PowerPoint just to like, get a visual again, because I can't even remember, dude, hold on. I'm gonna pull up my PowerPoint and figure out, like, what characters that I'm, like, even talking about here. Sorry it's taking me so long to answer this, my brain is just complete mush most of the time. Okay, let's see. There's a lot of characters that I relate to, but let's just list off these guys. So I have one character I really, really like that I feel is quite obscure, most people don't talk about, is Kid Icarus Uprising, Pit. Pit is, holy cow. Dude, I love that character so much. Like, he's just like, I don't know, man. Like, there's something about Pit where he's just like the disability rep of all time, first of all. And like, I've always just kind of headcanon him as trans mask because like his outfit just, I genuinely thought he was wearing like a binder for like most of the time. And also just the idea that he has wings but can't fly. It's just like, I don't know, everything about him really speaks to me personally. I also really, really love Hunter from Owl House. I really enjoy, like, a couple of other random media characters that might not make a whole lot of sense to other people, but make sense to me. Like, I really enjoy, like, how do I even explain this without sounding, like, absolutely bonkers insane? How do I explain this without sounding absolutely bonkers insane? This characters I've felt drawn to most of my life tend to be very, like, I categorize them by, like, 5 different categories. It's useless anime boys, little creatures, robots and skeletons, genderless shapes, and galaxy twinks. And, like, when I say galaxy twinks, I mean, like the collector from Owl House. And Darkrai from Pokemon, who I stan, by the way. Darkrai, my anti-hero, holy crap, I love him. And like, genderless shapes like Krobus from Stardew Valley, or Magolor from Kirby, or freaking Tamagotchis, so many Tamagotchis, oh my god, I see myself in them, the little guys. And like, the robots and skeletons thing, that's where Tobor ends up, and like, laugh all you want, freaking Parker is Sans Undertale, okay? Parker freaking loves Sans. And like, I also just really enjoy the little creatures, like Bowser Jr. and like Huckleberry Pie from Strawberry Shortcake. And I'm just sounding more insane by the moment. But I also like really enjoy like fandom characters, like, oh god, my PNG tuber is just broken, actually. It just broke, actually. It just broke. I got so excited. I froze. I froze. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Help not the galaxy twinks, I have a nosy is.
Yes!
Smiley face.
Yes! See? Oh my god, no, and like, dude, my own characters, I have them too, because like, I love, obviously, like, these types of characters, so I like make them too. Like, the final boss, oh, there I go. I'm dead. I have died. God. Oh, not on live television! Oh no! Hold on, I gotta get her rebooted. She's having a rough day. Guys, she's having a rough day. There we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hello? Oh. Can my mouth open? Mouth. There we go. Mouth work now. Alright, cool. I'm alive! It's a miracle! Yay! Anyways. Yes, the final boss of our side is Galaxy Twink. Dr. Lumenville is also a Galaxy Twink. God, there's so many freaking Galaxy Twinks. Jesus. Listen, the characters that I identify with are so random, and like, it only pertains to like particular eras, I feel.
High fives. Crab walks away.
Comfort Crab! Thank you, Comfort Crab. Let's go. Oh, that's so cool, man. Anyways, I've been animating this for like ever now. It's just Haley being like, wow, we have a kitchen countertop. This is so everything to me. If that goes to show you how much Haley has gone through, that she is just like literally like so shook over a countertop. Like, yes, it really is that deep to her. So please be nice to her. She's been through a lot, okay? Let her enjoy the kitchen countertop. And when I animate, I go one layer at a time. So I figure out, okay, who's on the top layer, who's on the bottom layer. And I think Haley's on the bottom layer. And I work from the bottom up. So we're gonna draw her first.
Genderless Galaxy Twinks.
Yes! I love, you know that meme where it's like, shout out to blank, gotta be one of my favorite genders, and it's a guy standing in front of the car, and like, doing the little praying emote, yeah, like, it's like the shout out to orbs, like, genderless orbs with glowing eyes, gotta be my favorite gender, like, shout out to skeletons, gotta be my favorite gender, like, dude, and jesters, don't forget jesters, my beloved. Oh yeah, freaking all the Digital Circus characters, every single one of them. Boom, 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 boom. Love them. Down to their designs, their personalities. But like, when it comes to the characters, yes, the designs are quite important to me, but like, it's more or less like the story of the character. Maybe not even the personality of the character, but maybe there's just the story of the character and like their struggles. Like, I put Darkrai on my list because I'm like, dude, if you've never seen The Rise of Darkrai, it's an old Pokemon movie. It's literally like, the freaking space-time continuum gets freaking destroyed because the gods are fighting, Your Honor. And so they're all like, holy crap, we're all going to die and freeze because time itself is just going to stop. And then Darkrai, our freaking legend, is just like, hey yo, I'm gonna save everybody, let's go. But everybody sees him as like this dark, villainous, like scary guy who's like shrouding the world in nightmares. Shankmaw!
Shankma supports you and your Galaxy Twinks.
Thank you, Shankmaw! I've never been so supported in my life. Thank you, Shankmaw. Shankmaw is an ally! Yes, Shankmaw! That's awesome. But yeah, everybody views Darkrai as like this, like, kind of messed up, nightmarish creature, but in reality, he's like this really gentle, like, seriously very gentle, like, nurturing, kind, like, hero. But, like, has to be the anti-hero because the nature of his powers is scary. And, like, the only way he can save people is by being scary, so he throws himself into that, like, anti-hero thing where he's like, I'm terrifying. And I know that, but everybody will be saved. And, like, he's willing to sacrifice himself in that way. And it's like, yeah! Like, I stan characters for, like, who they are and what they do in their story. And, like, Because, like, I definitely can see that a lot in myself in Persona Project, where it's just, like, in the face of evil, you can be viewed as bad, but you will do the right thing at the end. And, like, that's what matters most. Like, I have such a strong moral compass, so, like, oh, man, I could go on and on about this topic. Thank you, Bread, for bringing this up, because I'm never gonna shut the freak up. Perhaps I will, perhaps I will.
Yes, that's the best kind of character.
Thank you. Yes, dude. No, I love anti-heroes. This is why I made Imp an anti-hero. Okay, leave me alone, program. Let's draw some Hawley. Let's draw some Hawley. I've been farting around, just chatting, catching up with everybody. But we do gotta draw some Persona Project here. I don't really have a release date for these types of specials because, oh my god, they take so long. I don't know if you can see the frame count, but there's 7,000 frames in this. An average Persona Project episode is about 1,400 frames. So 7,000 is kind of a lot. And you'll also notice that I'm not drawing the mouths. It's because of the lip sync. So we're basically just doing, like, the bases. The parts that aren't gonna move very much goes on this layer, which is mostly the characters, like, and just essentially their body. Kind of strange, maybe, to people who don't animate, but I put all the other extra details in other layers. I love when you could hear the old game music coming through in the new game. Ah! Legends of Arceus is such a great game, man. I don't know why people gave it such a bad rap in the beginning, man. I don't know. I freaking love that game. I can't wait for the next game. Dude, I'm so glad they're taking their time with it, because, like, I could go on about Pokemon, because it just... My whole childhood and current fixation is Pokemon. I'm rewatching Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and I'm also started watching Pokemon Journeys, because I started it a while ago, but I never, like, finished it, but I'm so excited to finish it, because... Oh my god, Ash and Go are, like, my OCP right now! They're so... Ah! I love them. Holy cow, they're so gay. It's, like, actually crazy. I knew it was bad, but, like, dang, it's bad. Oh, yo, thank you for the little sticker, alright, that's so cute! A little Sheba, oh my god, and a little bow, and a little bone, how cute! I didn't even know you could get little animated stickers, that's so cute! That's awesome. Horizons? Ooh, I really want to watch that. That sounds really good, man. Ash isn't in it. I mean, I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna, like, stop watching Pokemon just because Ash isn't in it. Like, I don't know why people are all up in arms about that. I'm actually happy that they're, like, refreshing, like, the series by introducing, like, different protagonists and stuff, because, like, it can get very redundant, and, like, it's really cool. Man. The Gosh ship is so real. Let's go, guys. Oh man, that's so funny. Oh, but yeah, here's Robin and Hawley. They're gonna just be talking about, how awesome it is to, like, have our own kitchen and feel safe in, like, an environment for, like, the first time in, like, our entire lives. It's really interesting when I write these, too. It usually takes me a long time to write these things because I have to think from, like, a really old perspective of mine. It's like looking back on your past selves and being like, what would I talk to myself about if I was in the room with this person again? Like, if I could be in the room with Hawley in my current house, what would she say to me? And, like, yeah, I think she'd go literally straight for the kitchen and be like, wow, this is so nice. And I'd be like, yeah. My brother! My brother just texted me the funniest thing ever, you guys. Text from Evan. I can't type in your chat because I'm not a member. Well, Evan! Evan, you don't support me? What the freak, man? No, I'm so kidding. You should be a moderator, Evan. What the heck? I'll have to fix that later. Even moderators should be able to type in these chats, so... No, Evan! Don't say that on my stream!
It's 7, I'm pooping at work, Haran.
Stop! Evan! Evan! You can't say shit like that on live streams. Why did my filter even allow you to say that? I'm so mad. Oh my god, Evan. Why is he like this, chat? Why is he like this? I can't wait, because everybody's like, oh my god, Rocky's so cool, Rocky's so sweet. I'm like, wait till you see the little shit that he turns out to be. Like, do you see this? Thank you for the... Thank you for the... Evan said, okay, bye, in text. Okay, bye, Evan. Thanks for the donation, I guess. Oh, that's too funny, dude. That made my whole day. Oh my god. You're literally texting me from the freaking bathroom. Like, stop texting me! Enjoy the $2. I paid $2 to tell everyone I poop at work. Thank you, Evan. God dang it, dude. I'm dying, dude. What the freak? I'm over here having like a meaningful discussion, and like the only time my brother shows up on my live streams ever is like, I swear to God, to destroy that. Like, bro is like, oh, you're trying to be deep? Too bad. That's too funny, man. God dang. Well, in case anybody wanted to know how my brother is doing, there you go. Hopefully that answers your question. Oh my god. But yeah, it's really hard to like think about what my past selves would say to each other sometimes. It's really, really interesting. And I just love Haley's design. I feel like her design changes so much. Like, every time I draw her, it's just like, I draw her differently. But that's kind of the point. Okay, let's see, what's the next part? Oh, this is Haley's part. Okay, so we got, whoa man, we're just getting all the Haley era today. Dinosaur enjoyers, rise up! We got lots of dinosaur things to share. Oh no, this is a sad one because Haley and Robin kind of go back and forth a little bit. What is this, like, very mysterious music? Good lord. They kind of go back and forth a little bit because, like, Haley's like, wow, you have your own kitchen. Oh, I love that. This is so wonderful. And then Robin's like, yeah, it's super great. And then Haley's like, oh, my favorite place is the pond. You know, the pond that Wild Child never shuts up about? Yeah, it's still my favorite place. And then Robin's like, okay, now it's my turn to be sad because I really miss that place. And now I'm thousands of miles away from it. So they kind of swap, and I think that's kind of cool that, like, they kind of recognize, like, Haley recognizes the future of, like, this is, like, my future is to have my own kitchen and have my own house, and, like, it will happen, and that's, like, a lot of hope. And then Robin is very much, like, recognizing the past and being like, man, I really miss that. So it's a really interesting balance we have going on right in the beginning. And I think it's great. It's definitely a harder episode for me to work on, so I've barely worked on this special. I have other specials that I'm working on as well. I have one about the eras talking about what they want to be when they grow up. I have a couple, like, really serious ones that I don't think I'm going to work on for a pretty long time. One of them is between Hawley and Parker, and they talk about, the topic is unspoken things, so things they never got to speak their truth about. And it's very morbid, So they just kind of have this solidarity of recognizing that they both went through some really, really crazy stuff, and they never got to say things about it that they wanted to. So they're kind of both like, you know what, we need to be honest with ourselves, and they kind of talk about some stuff, and I think it's really, really needed. But the only thing that I'm a little hesitant about with it is that I might add another character into it. I might add Hawley into it. It used to just be a Parker and Hawley thing, which I am gonna try and get some, like, just, like, 2-on-2 kind of interactions between the eras, because some of them get along better than others, and some of them really do, like, talk a lot more. Favorite dinosaur? Oh my god, everybody should know this. Write it down, gamers. Plesiosaur. Plesiosaur. It's like a Lapras without the shell, guys. It's the little floaty little Nessie Loch Ness monster. I love her. Plesiosaur is my absolute favorite, man. Hawley's design is great, man. I do love that era so much. The only thing I would change is to, like, shave half her head like how I did when I was in that era. So, like, maybe halfway through the era, I'll do, like, a hairstyle change. I'm not sure, though. The reason why I gave her, like, super long hair is because of, I don't know, it was just, like, an era where I was free from a lot of burdens. And so it was just, like, a very free-feeling, very open-feeling era. And, like, I felt like the flowy hair was just, like, a really good thing to symbolize that in, like, the design. Was that there's, like, this freedom to her. Like, even down to, like, how the hair is just so flowing. And also, she's, at the time, like, I didn't really know if I was gonna make Robin an era or not. And so, at the time, she was the oldest, and long hair indicates, you know, a lot of time for it to grow, which means that she's the oldest, and so, like, it just kind of all worked out in her design. But if I could draw her with, like, like, if I were to draw her on the side here.
Welcome back. Glad to see you again. Nessie stands unite.
Oh yeah, Raven Nightshade! Let's go, dude! I've been really enjoying your comments lately on everything. This one's so sweet. I always love when I see you guys commenting. It just makes me so happy. I do see it, and I do remember you always. Like, I know it's like a kind of a silent thing where I'll, like, give you a heart, or I'll just kind of sit there at my computer and nod and go, man, that person's awesome. But, like, just a reminder, you're awesome. And I see you, and I appreciate you guys. Hopefully one day I'll be able to get my comments back up to being public again. But for now, we're keeping them with just members, because it's just gonna be a lot easier on me. Because you guys have been really sweet. And I appreciate that so much. But yeah, oh, another, I guess while we're at it, while I'm doing like a... Which side did I have it on in that era? I shaved this side. Okay. I have to remember. Because if I did Hawley like this, I mean, look how different that is. Like, that is super different. And it just looks like, yeah, it looks like me, duh, it's me. Like, they're all me, but like, I don't know, to me, it didn't really work. It didn't really, like, fit her, I guess. Like, the personality, it felt more, like, akin to, like, Robin era. I don't know. There's something about this hairstyle that just didn't work for the character, even though this is how my hair looked at the time. It just, I don't know. To me, I really like how Hawley's hair is really long and flowy, and I get to have a lot of fun animating it, and... yeah, I'm happy with the decisions I've made for Persona projects so far. That's not to say that they can't change. I could change the designs at any point. But so far, I really like them. Gotta get my little earbuds. Yeah. Now this is something I would do a ton during this era, is go for bike rides. Bike rides are my thing, dude. I miss having a bike. I'm hoping that this spring I'll be able to get my bike fixed up, because I did end up, like, getting, like, a free bike off the side of the road, because I'm very crafty and thrifty, and I like to, like, fix up old stuff instead of just buying all new stuff. I very much am, like, a reuse, reduce, recycle kind of person. And so I, like, got these bikes off the side of the road, and I was like, hello, roommate, let's fix them and go for bike rides. And then we kind of fixed them, and I never ended up going for bike rides, unfortunately. So I'm hoping this year I take better advantage of that, because it's one of my favorite things to do. My neighborhood, unfortunately, isn't really safe enough to just go and ride my bike every day. It's just, I would not want to do that. I don't necessarily like that about where I live right now, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm hoping to do this more, because this was a big Haley era thing, was to take the bike out and just go and watch the sunset at the pond. It's literally all she's talking about right here. Oh, man. Yeah, what was I gonna say? I was gonna tell you guys something. I don't remember now. I literally was in the middle of saying something. Oh my god. What was I saying? I was like, oh, speaking of. Oh, yeah. So, basically, for my birthday, I will be going to Florida to visit. And while I'm there, I'm gonna be doing a lot of, like, soul-searching, soul-healing crap, okay? Like, it's gonna be a really important time for me. It's gonna be the first time I've revisited a lot of places since I left abruptly, to say the least. So, it's gonna be a really, really good thing, but also, like, super emotional thing. That I am going back to my birthplace, and I have a whole new lens of perspective now. That, yeah, it's just gonna be a really interesting time. So, during that time, I do have uploads ready, and you guys will be still getting videos and stuff. I just obviously won't be able to live stream. It's gonna be a couple weeks from, like, the second week of March. Hold on, let me look at my calendar. Yeah, second week of March. Up until the last week of March, pretty much. So I'm gonna be, like, gone for a while. I will be able to, you know, upload pretty regularly, I'm hoping. I've gotten everything set up to where I should be able to upload. Oh, so this bike's gonna look so dumb, by the way, because I literally have to put the wheels on another layer, so this is just a hilariously wheelless bike, so just ignore that. Currently. Yeah, just ignore that. And the hair is also, I'm gonna go on another layer, because it's gonna be flowing, it's gonna be really cute. There's just so much when I'm working on this live where I'm like, this is just gonna look ugly. Moving on. But yeah, so I'm gonna be gone for a little while. I'm gonna hopefully stream next week, and then that'll probably be one of the last streams I get to do. Nope, just kidding. I'll get to do 2 more streams before I leave. Okay, cool. So we still got a couple of weeks to go. Awesome, I thought I had less time.
Hi, First Dono. Keep up the awesomeness.
Yo,
Smile.
M!
Glowing star.
Let's go, glowing star! Yeah! That's one of my favorite emotes, little emojis. Oh my god. Thanks for the first dono, dude. That's super slay. Heck yeah, man. Enjoy your little balloons. I freaking can't get over the animations and never shut up about them. Oh. Blue Streak, I do think it's gonna be a positive trip. Because my brother's gonna be there. I'm gonna meet up with all my friends that I used to have in Florida, and we're gonna play Mario Party. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna revisit a lot of places and just kind of like thank them, I guess. Like, I really need that kind of peace in my life. Like, I need to go back and remind myself that places are real. Because when you have AVPD, like you have avoidant personality disorder, you live in kind of like a bubble, like a fantasy. And I've been in my bubble for like years now, where I'm just like, yeah, those places were never really real. Nothing's real. Like, nothing's real. So, it'll be really healthy for me to be like, oh yeah, these places exist. I can just come back. It's not like permanently gone forever always just because it's not like within my direct sight at all times. Like, object permanence. You know, it's very much it'll be a good thing because my brother will be there for some of it, whatever he feels comfortable with, and then my best friend is also going to be there supporting me, and my friends from Florida will be there. So it's just like, it'll be good for me because I feel like I'm at a healing point. Like, I'm almost done with Wild Child's year? Jesus. No, era. Like, the whole era. A whole 8 years. So it's just like, I have this whole, like, really giant, massive part of my life healed. And I'm like, wow, I have a whole new perspective on all this. Like, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, I'm gonna cry. It's gonna trigger me. I know this. But, like, it's not gonna be a bad thing. It's gonna be really good for me. And I've talked to my therapist about it thoroughly. She thinks I am ready for this step, this kind of closure. And that's kind of the important thing, is, like, you really gotta work with, like, a professional when you have the amount of level of stuff that I have going on and have survived. And luckily, she's been a great help, and she's been guiding me very closely throughout everything that I do with Persona Project. And yeah, I'm very excited just to have a whole era done already. Like, I can't believe the amount of episodes I've done. I've already surpassed 100 episodes. Like, I've already made them. You guys just get them a lot slower than I produce them, so I have some backlog in case I get sick. Because when you're chronically ill, you get sick a lot. And so I have this backlog built up, and I've already surpassed 100 episodes of Persona, and like, geez, dude, I started this like 6 months ago, maybe a little longer than 6 months ago now, but like, that's like by the time year 8 is done, that's like longer than a movie that I've animated solo, and voice acted solo, edited, written solo. So like, I'm pretty damn proud of myself. Like, I've come so far in such a short amount of time. Like, if I can heal that much, like, if I can heal as much as I have healed in the matter of, like, months, when it took, like, my entire life. Oh, jeez. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh god, I have the ugliest sneeze ever, I apologize. Ugh. I took my allergy meds, it doesn't matter. Ugh, the snow is melting outside, and the snow kills me. I don't know why I'm so allergic to snow. But yeah, I took some water, okay. I sneezed so hard I don't remember what I was talking about! Dang it! Dang it, dude. Let's go. Got a banana, slay. You can apparently be allergic to snow. It's like mostly dust! Snow is like mostly dust, dude. Like, I've noticed that every time it snows, I'm dying. Like, my hands break out. I'm always breaking out into hives. I'm sneezing. And, like, I sneezed my brain cell. My single brain cell. Oh no, my little pea brain. My pea that was bouncing around. Oh no. I lost her. She's gone. Dang, dude. Oh well. Dang, but yeah, I have like a sneaking suspicion that the snow is what's making my allergies worse, because it's just like, I don't know, it's washing all the allergens everywhere. I don't know how, I don't know how snow works. I genuinely don't remember what I was talking about though. That is so funny. Holy crap. I was like going off too. Chat, what the freak was I talking about? Before I sneezed. I I sneeze and it transitions to like the beginning of Breath of the Wild where it's like, Link, you have to get up, Link. And I'm like, what happened? It's been 100 years. Skyrim, you're finally awake. Me after I sneeze, the freak, dude. Healing and Hall. Thank you, Blue String. God, what would I do without y'all? Thank you. But yeah, like, if you could undergo 26 years of trauma, straight 26 years, by the way, like, non-stop, 26 years of trauma, and, like, 6 months can just heal, like, a fat chunk of that, like, dude, there is so much hope for the world. I have so much more hope than I ever could have thought I could ever muster in my lifetime. Like, I genuinely was just, like, at a point where I was going to therapy and crying because I was like, I'm stuck forever. And it's not fair that these people hurt me, and that I suffered so deeply, and they just get to live their lives and walk away. They don't have to pay for my therapy. They don't have to do the work to undo all of this. And I went through a huge phase of, like, how unfair it is. Because it really is unfair. Like, it is the suckiest, shittiest part of going through trauma. Is realizing that if you ever want to feel like a person again, if you ever want to reclaim your life, it is up to you. Despite the damage not being your fault, it is still your responsibility to fix, and it sucks.
Here's some fruit for the bowl. I hope it's lemons for lemonade.
Yeah! Oh, you gave me cherries! I think I saw cherries! Oh, cherry lemonade kinda sounds good, dude! Cherry lemonade. I saw cherry and blueberries, so, like, blueberry lemonade is also just, I already know that's really good, but, like, cherry sounds delicious. Holy cow. I got a juicer for Christmas, and I can't wait. I'm gonna make my own juices, and that might be something I try, so thanks for the inspiration, Sashi Coco. That's really cool. Oh, man. You've been another person who's been commenting a lot, and I appreciate that. Aw, Pippi!
High five for healing.
Aww.
Heart, you're doing a great job.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, gamers. Holy cow. Aww. That's awesome. I appreciate it, man. Cherry lemonade is peak? Okay, cool. I'm glad. I've never heard of it before. I'm gonna give it a whirl next time I juice stuff. I can't wait. Ooh, lavender lemonade. I have had that before. I actually had it at an art market once. They, like, one of the stands had, like, homemade lavender lemonade, and it was, like, the most magical thing ever. And, like, I am growing my own lavender because I really want to use it to make soap. So maybe I'll use some of my lavender for making lemonade. Who knows? Right now, my lavender plant is taking forever to grow. I don't know if that's just me, but she's just taking her little time, and I'm like, okay, girl. It's been, like, almost a year and a half it's been growing, and it's, like, the size of my hand. It's not very big. So, I don't know. She's a little late bloomer, and I believe in her. My little lavender plant. Heart emoji. Oh, yeah. Lavender tastes unnatural, but it's lavender! Well, I mean, that's fair. It can taste kind of soapy, I guess. I guess I could get that. It is drinking perfect. Yeah, you're kind of right. Okay, okay. That's a cool username, Phantom Wolf. Let's go. Thanks for subbing. That's awesome. Banana! Man, Peeps is getting, like, everything today. Big ol' fruit salad. Oh, we're just turning. That's so great. Oh, let's do that. That sounds fun. But yeah, lots of hope from Persona Project lately as I kind of finish it up. It's been harder to work on lately because it's been, like, very happy memories, which I did see somebody hilariously comment. They were like, I'm scared, it's been really happy lately.
Knock knock. More like, clop clop. It's the horses again, with the brand new prize monies.
Oh my god, you guys! I love the prize money jokes! Let's go, Maddie! Let's go, third dono too.
Putting off studying for my bio test to watch this.
Honestly, slay for that. Yeah, but okay, the fry horses are here, and that makes me the image I get in my brain of French fry horses made of French fries. They look like, if I could draw it, they look like this. They're like they're like all made of French fries. Like they got like French fry tail and French fry mane. French fry horses. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They're here, and they're here to distract you. You're welcome. Apple and Banana song, yeah. I actually, in one of the Ask Wild Child episodes, I sang it. Because somebody asked about, do you like apples or bananas? And then she just started singing it and didn't actually answer the question. Here's Robin walking by the like grass, because Robin wants to touch grass, chat. Robin wants to touch grass so bad it's embarrassing, chat. Robin just wants to touch grass for real. Oh, them sitting on a bench together. Okay, this would be another awkward one because they're gonna be bald. Because
What's your favorite genre to write stories in?
Anonymous! Oh, I love your username. I say this every time. I've said that probably 5 times if you donated 5 times. But that's a great question. Oh my god. Just ignore what's happening in the background. I'm gonna draw bald Haley and Robin because their hair is gonna be flowing, like, moving on a different layer, so just ignore that. But my favorite genre to write stories in. Well, I mean, obviously I kind of really enjoy fiction, for one thing. Persona Project's the first non-fiction thing I think I've ever worked on. Ever. It's kind of nuts. But the genres that I really enjoy, superheroes, 100% always been my thing. I always love writing anything that has to do with good versus evil. Man, so good. I also really enjoy sci-fi, like science fiction's really fun too, and I also really like fantasy, like really love, obviously, fantasy. So those are, like, kind of my top genres, but, like, as far as, like, tropes go, if I could talk about writing tropes, I could be here all day. But, like, some of my favorite writing tropes have to be, like, an unlikable main character is a trope that I really enjoy, personally. I really enjoy a story where I sit down and I'm like, I care so much more about the side characters, and I'm just like, the main character's so unlikable, I just don't like them, and I think that's kind of the point. Like, sometimes it's like, you're supposed to feel things when you're watching a story, and if you could get somebody to be that angry at a main character, and that upset, where you're just like, oh, I just have to keep watching, I just want to see their downfall, like, I love that trope, and I love writing it.
Do you like magical girl anime?
Sachikoko. No, I don't, unfortunately. When I was into anime, in my Parker era, I was mask presenting, so I was male aligned, and all of the boys at the time when I watched anime were watching animes that were, like, morbidly violent. Like, the top animes at, like, my school that people watched were, like, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, bunch of other ones, good lord. Soul Eater was another big one at the time. Fairy Tail, all those, like, oh, Attack on Titan, dear lord, Attack on Titan, oh god, dear god, don't even mention that crap to me, it's so crazy and scary to me. But I was a huge Naruto fan, and, like, Naruto was my thing, dude, so I only really exclusively watched Naruto outside of a few, like, random animes. If they were kind of, like, deemed girly, I was afraid I was gonna be perceived girly by everyone else, because I wanted to be one of the boys. So I couldn't watch the girl animes, which is sad, because I think I missed out, and a lot of my friends watched the girl animes, like Ouran High School Host Club, Sailor Moon, Fruits Basket, all that kind of stuff was just like, very much like what my friends were watching, but I was like, no, I'm one of the boys. I'm gonna watch Naruto and argue with everybody about who can beat up who, because that's what boys do. Yeah! So it's just very, like, circumstantial for me for what media I consumed, because it was so highly dependent on that random era. So no, I haven't watched any, unfortunately. Oh, what a sad little shot of Haley looking concerned over at Robin. Sometimes I forget when I storyboard these things, like, I have no idea what I've done. Especially when I haven't touched a file in a long time, I'm just like, oh my god. This is so sad. Sometimes I forget Haley doesn't have, like, an eye color, technically, because she's just got, like, the little cartoon eyes. Oh, I love drawing her side profiles so much, dude. It's so cute. Her design, heart emoji. Her design, heart emoji. But yeah, there's like what I'm drawing right now is like, there's like this little bench that just like showed up one day at the pond that Wild Child talked about in one of her episodes. This pond is really important to me, and so I think Robin's just like talking about, oh yeah, I'm talking about the sun. Something that I didn't expect to go through during Robin's era. Man, lots of subscribers. Let's go, gamers. Something I didn't really foresee was like coping with the lack of sun. Because like when you grow up in Florida, your whole life, you're very used to seeing the sun 24/7, and when you go anywhere else, it's not like that. It is not like that at all. So Robin really, really, really struggles with the sun being missing. It's like a kind of a big theme I'm noticing is like sunshine is like kind of a big theme overall, Persona Project theme. Oh, and there they are hugging in the background. Oh, God, it's gonna tug at my heart so bad. Haley and Robin are so tight, dude, because they're like, they're right next to each other. Like, it was like Haley's era and then Robin's era, so like they're really close and they really, really understand each other. They're not too different. And like Haley worked her butt off so that Robin could have the best chance. Dude, like Haley's whole era went into sacrificing everything for Robin's era. And like it's just like so much of them to being together, it just heals me so much, because it's like I was really sad for Haley's era for a long time because she worked so hard to like make this reality, and then she never even got to see it through to the end. Like, it just, she didn't get to, like, reap the rewards. And so, like, she's kind of this noble character for that, where she's like, I'm gonna start this project, but I know I'm never gonna see it finished. But it will help everyone else who gets to enjoy the project. So, she's such a fucking awesome person, dude. Like, she worked so hard, and Robin feels quite guilty about this. I feel like it's a very much like a, I don't know if I deserve this type of feeling, like, or that they're wasting what they were given. It's very much like a lot of pressure on Robin right now, because Robin era's main conflict that I'm seeing in my current life is like the like expectation now of like, okay, well, I'm the one that can fly. Everyone else has struggled so hard so that way I could get here, and I don't want to waste that. So it's very much like a pressure that I have, where like every day I wake up and I'm like, I have to make a video, I have to do something, I have to be productive, and it's obviously like burning me out really bad. So that's just kind of my current era struggle, is just learning to slow down and to not feel so guilty about having survived, I guess. I have survivor's guilt. I did leave a lot of people behind, my brother included, and there's a lot of guilt with that, man. There's a lot of guilt with that, so it's really nice to see Haley giving Robin this hug of like, hey, it's okay, you don't have to pay me back, you don't have to like work so hard, like just simply be, and like my job is done and I will feel at peace. Like, it's so sweet, man. I love them for real. God, how cute are they? No. Good luck with your housekeeping, Fizzy. I'm gonna be doing that too. I already started. I got the bathroom like cleaned up. I'm like, heck yeah, I just gotta do my room, get the kitchen cleaned up, and we're jamming. Oh my god, Soul Eater's such a good show. I'm just catching up on what you guys were saying because I was rambling for a while. I apologize. Oh god, you guys are just going off about anime. I'm just gonna leave that conversation where it was, actually. I just thought you were gonna return to that. That's okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I do want to talk about, like, what's coming up with Persona Project. What's going on here? Oh, this is Parker. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have some Parker era characters I'm gonna have to pull out their refs for. Holy cow. Oh yeah, this is Parker explaining what they used to do at the pond. Aww. Oh. My heart, my heart, my heart. They're gonna do leaf boats. Aww. And I think Hawley takes over here. Talk about what she did at the pond. Yeah, I think everybody's just sharing their pond memories. This is just a really important place to all of us. Blackbird. Yeah, everybody's going off about the pond now. Okay, great. I was like, I don't remember, like, most of what I was working on sometimes. Okay, cool. Now I gotta figure out who these characters are. Okay, this is my brother, actually. Okay, now I gotta grab the new little character sheets of those, because I've got all the designs for Persona Project mostly down. I just gotta make videos about Hawley's and Haley's eras. Robin's era, I'm not sure if I'll be designing anytime soon. I might wait a little bit longer on that, but you can expect some speed art videos of that coming out pretty soon. Probably like, oh, I want to say like April is when I'm going to try and work on Hawley's designs, fleshing them out really intensely, because April's when I'm hoping to start Blackbird's era, by the way. Did my program break again? Stop breaking. Stop it. Okay, jeez, the PNG tuber is just fighting for its little life today, poor thing. But yeah, hopefully things, if they could just go the way they need to go, we should be oh, dang it, I just closed up to go roar. I didn't mean to do that. Come on, don't be mean to me. Come on. But hopefully we'll be wrapping up Wild Child's era, like, literally, like, April, like, 3rd is the actual, like, the goal date I have in mind here. To get that all wrapped up. So, hopefully by April 3rd we'll have the final, like, really big compilation come out that has the full era. And it'll be awesome. Wow, it's gonna be crazy uploading something that's long. I haven't done that since the finale of 12. Is Parker Spider-Man? Parker would be the most Spider-Man adjacent person ever, I swear to God. Parker would love Spider-Man. Parker actually was an Incredible Hulk fan, had a pretty big fixation on Marvel, and was an Incredible Hulk fan. Very much like a Bruce Banner. Man, I forgot to include that. That's definitely a character that I identified with a while ago. But yeah, Blackbird's era is gonna be, I feel like I need to give you all a fair warning when it comes to everything beyond Wild Child's era. It's not fun in games. Like, I can't possibly, like, put enough content warnings or give you enough forewarning about some of the things that happened to me. It's kind of a lot. I just realized, how long was anybody gonna let me sit there and it just still says Pokemon from memory on the screen? Oh my god. How long has it been like that? Oh, now it won't let me do anything? Whatever. Whatever. We'll just turn it off then. Bye-bye. Anyways, you saw nothing. That was never there. What are you talking about? But yeah. There's some pretty intense stuff that's gonna come up right off the bat in Blackbird's era, too. Like, there's a reason why I call her the fighter. There's a reason why I call her the hero. She's something else. She gets into some pretty insane stuff right off the bat, and I feel like it's just gonna be like a bit of a doozy. So just as a forewarning, it is intense. Like, pretty much the entire era is gonna be like, you know how you guys always complain, like, oh no, it's been so sad, can't wait for some happy episodes, like, mentally prepare yourselves for that for, like, an entire, like, 4 years worth of content. Like, it is so bad how bad it gets, and Blackbird truly did have it some of the worst out of all of them. So, like I keep saying, life is an exchange, and the exchange is that Wild Child had a lot of good, so Blackbird gets a lot of bad. And Blackbird and Wild Child don't get along for this reason. Like, Blackbird very much resents Wild Child for this, and very much is jealous, and very much, like, hates Wild Child with a passion. So, in case people are like, why don't they like each other? Ah! I'm like, probably because Blackbird went through hell, and Wild Child didn't, and Blackbird saw that as an immediate threat. Blackbird was like, frick you, that's not fair. And, like, she's fair for that. It really isn't fair. But it's also nobody's fault. It's not Wild Child's fault, or hers. But alas, they don't get along. Which is fair. And I get to draw my brother. We used to run around like maniacs at this pond. I don't think there's any lip sync on this part. I think it's like a flashback memory, so we could like put the little faces on. It's about the only time I do that. Oh yeah, my brother's little like furry hat. Aw. Man, he grows up so fast, y'all. I'm already like in Wild Child's era. You'll see like Rocky's hair is starting to get really long, because my brother had like really long hair when I was a kid. And like, it's just like, oh my god, they're growing up so fast. It's just, it really does happen quickly, man. Oh my god, talk about Pokemon. Oh, I've literally started to make Pokemon teams for the eras. I didn't finish though. I can tell you guys about them though. Oh my god, that's really exciting. Hold on, let me see. Where would that be? Because I like save everything for myself. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, yeah, maybe I did get through them. Okay, here's some concepts of Pokemon teams. I'm just gonna verbally say them out loud so I can continue to draw in the background. For Wild Child, it's kind of a toss-up. I have kind of more than 6 Pokemon for her, but definitely a Mudkip. A Mudkip, dude. Like, 100%, dude. Mudkip, because of the orange cheeks, it's a freaking mud water Pokemon. Perfect, dude. Absolutely perfect. I also think Sprigatito would be another great starter for Wild Child because it's a grass cat, so I think both of those being, like, hers would make the most sense. A Polytoad, yes, obviously, duh. A Lotad, because that was honestly one of my favorite Pokemon growing up. And a Hoppip, another grass cat, a little flying grass cat. And then I think maybe a Wooper, and that could either be the Paldean Wooper or the other Wooper. Both work just fine. I think the Paldean one would be fun to have kind of the mud. And if I could get away with more Pokemon than that, I would add a Cutiefly. Just because I think having the little yellow kind of butterfly that follows Wildchild around in the form of a Pokemon would be really sweet. For Blackbird's team, I gathered a group of kind of fierce flying types. I think Corvisquire makes sense. I'm taking a lot of middle evolutions because I feel like Blackbird's a middle evolution, you know? Blackbird's a middle evolution. So Corvisquire, Murkrow is another one, obviously. All the Blackbirds, obviously. Swellow. I feel like that's a really good one for her. And then the other ones I'm not too sure about. Kilowattrel, the like flying electric type from one of the newer games. But then I couldn't really think of any other like bird adjacent ones that had like mid evolutions besides Trumbeak. And if I had to pick like a big bad, really like big Pokemon, maybe the mid evolution of Hydreigon, I don't know how to pronounce that poor thing. Hydreigon, the blue one that's dragon. Fletchinder, that's a pretty good one, I feel. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. But yeah, I had a lot of birds, just obviously like all the birds for Blackbird. Thank you, Silver. That's beautiful. For Parker, it is all fire types, and they're very specific fire types. Typhlosion is the big one, because Cyndaquil is my absolute favorite starter, and Typhlosion also just really fits Parker. I have a Centiskorch, a Heatmore, a Volcarona. I can never say Pokemon names, dude. An Armarouge, and then a Ninetales. The Ninetales is specifically a freaking reference to Naruto, because it would be a crime if Parker didn't have a Ninetales, dude. Oh my god. So yeah, Parker's team's looking pretty good. For Hawley, I went with a lot of the cat-like Pokemon, the normal types, but also went with some fairy types, and just some characters that really fit her, in my opinion. So obviously there's a Delcatty, and a Clefairy, and a Glameow. But I also wanted to kind of include a different, kind of like really specific Pokemon, like Smeargle. Obviously, she kind of gets the biggest into art out of everyone. She's the one who like starts animating. She's the one who like kind of goes crazy and starts doing all the YouTube stuff. So there's that. And then I thought it'd be really interesting if she had a chat tot, because she worked at a pet store and I used to walk around with a parrot on my shoulder 24/7. And also she's a very chatty kind of person. She's very social, so like chat tot seemed to make a lot of sense for her. And then Ditto, because like I said in the beginning of the stream, I spent a great deal of the beginning of my like art journey just trying to be like everyone else. And I would get really upset where I'm like, oh, my art doesn't look as good as so-and-so's, or oh, these people say I should be drawing it like this, but it's really hard and I don't know how to do that. And like, it's just big learning curve for poor Hawley era. And so that's why I chose Ditto, because I thought that'd be interesting. She could just kind of mold herself. Welcome in, popular friends. It's okay, we're talking about what the era's Pokemon teams would be. And for Haley's era, I obviously had to pick like every dinosaur there was. But there was a lot of dinosaurs to choose from, so I picked some very specific ones. Dragonite being one of them. I know it's more of a dragon than a dinosaur, but like, Dragonite looks so much like Haley, come on, dude. I picked Tyrunt. I didn't want to pick the big, like, raw, like, version of them. I think Haley would have a good mix of little tiny dinosaurs and big dinosaurs. So Tyrunt being one of them. Goodra being one of the big boys, because I think Goodra is the best, and also Haley was obsessed with slime. So that makes a lot of sense. Shieldon being another one, where it's like a little guy, but he's like a little shield. I feel like Haley is very much that. And then I picked Appleton because Haley's really into baking, and also it's just a little dinosaur apple pie. I mean, are you joking? This is the most Haley thing ever. And then I picked Flygon, but I don't really know about that one. It's just... it seems a little, like, too fierce for Haley, in my opinion. So I might honestly go and pick, like, a Cranidos or a different kind of dinosaur-esque Pokemon. I thought of Aurorus, or maybe even Lapras, because of how much I love the Plesiosaur, so... The last team I have for Robin is, like, actually really interesting, because it's, like, ground-type Pokemon? Like, ground and rock-type Pokemon. So, I picked Gliscor because I love Gliscor so much, and then I picked Torterra for Robin. Like, you'd think it would be a lot of, like, flying types, but it's actually not. I picked also Yamask and Sandygast in Donphan. And the last Pokemon I just threw in Quadsire, but I don't really know yet. This era is still really new to me, so it's really hard to judge. But I like the symbolism of the groundingness being like literal ground types. Yeah, Sandshield! Yeah, Mal, you're so right. Vibrava! Oh my god, Vibrava would be a good wild child Pokemon. Or maybe Flygon's more of a Robin. Yo, Flygon is definitely a Robin Pokemon, and I'm thinking about it. That makes sense why I put in the Haley thing, because like they kind of blend together sometimes. Heck yeah, dude! Ah! But yeah, that's kind of like my mock Pokemon teams. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. For the eras. I'm currently doing a really fun little project where I'm drawing all of my characters with their, like, dream teams from Pokemon. And so far I'm doing Brightside. And that's in the Discord that we have for the YouTube members and PetPyves Premium members. And that's been really fun because it's just like really fun to think of like, oh, what are my characters? What would they choose if they had like a Pokemon team? We're into this really fun little like everybody running past the camera little animation right now. So we got like my brother running by, and then we're gonna have my best friend at the time, Zane. Zane's gonna be running by. It's just gonna be like this cute little animation of Parker and my brother and my best friend running by the pond. I just gotta remember how to draw them. Because I designed them once and then walked away, and I'm like, yep, that's good, and then I'm like, oh shoot. You gotta remember how to, like, draw the new characters. I've never really drawn them before. Like, what's their head shapes? I don't know. Very interesting. I'm, like, hyper-focusing on it because I'm like, dude, I don't know how to draw this character yet. It's always really weird. I have, like, a growing pain when it comes to drawing characters and, like, animating them regularly for the first time. Like, you could see it. Like, if you go back and watch, like, episode 2 of Persona Project and then watch the most current episode, Wild Child looks so weird, dude. It's, like, so weird to look back on. Where I'm like, oh! Why does she look like that? She looks so, like, round and like, disproportionate and strange to me. Like, I'm always like, oh! But, like, I grew, which is great. And it stabilized. It always does. But I was just like, man. Like... There's just always a growing pain I go through until I get it down and comfortable. And then I'm like, okay, now I got it. Thanks for bearing with me while I go through my ugly art phases. Oh, I can't wait for this era, guys! It's gonna be a good one. Parker's era is just so good. I can't even begin to tell you. It's just, the vibes are so good. I don't know, like, most people, like, hate their teenage years, and, like, I don't know, I feel like my teenage years were, like, some of my best. I feel like Parker just had, like, this wisdom to him, where he was just, like, so aware of, like, yeah, like, I know I'm gonna be an adult soon, I'm gonna, you know, enjoy being a kid for as long as I can, and like Parker really had like an understanding of himself and like wasn't afraid to be himself yet. The yet part is the sad part. Because I do eventually learn to not be myself, unfortunately. You'll see that plenty in Hawley's era. Okay, they're running around. Here comes Parker, finally. The character I know how to draw. Jeez. There he is. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Like, me, I know how to draw him. Immediately forgets. Like, where is my brain today, man? I don't know. I really woke up and I was like, I can live stream. My brain's here, and then I like start streaming and I'm like, where am I? Who am I? 12 theme plays. Oh, man. The epitome of being so masculine but also having really long hair. Oh, gender. So good, so good. Oh, Blackbird's Platinder could evolve the Talonflame for Parker? That's a great idea! Dang, that's a good idea. I love that! To have Pokemon that carry over to the next era? Like, oh my god, that's such a good idea, dude! Thank you for the idea, Silver! Holy cow, that's so freaking thoughtful! Oh. Yeah, Parker is just the guy, man. I love him. He's literally like the heart and soul. He's just so sweet and quiet and calm in comparison to most other eras. He's just, like I say pretty much every time, all of the eras to me are different stages of grief. And Parker is just the sadness. There's like this somberness to him. But it's not like not all somber, it's more of like a wistfulness to him. Where he's just like so relaxed. I don't know how to explain him other than he's just deeply inspired and so full of life and love, and it's just what we need after everything that happens to Blackbird's era, for sure. It's just so needed. So much more needed than I could ever explain, but you'll soon understand. Man, sometimes I think about it too, and I'm like, wow, yeah, I am gonna like full-blown explain my whole life to the internet, and like there is points where I'm like, wow, it's pretty scary. Like, ugh. There are some things that are like, you know, embarrassing and like not fun to talk about, of course. And like, I can choose to leave those things out, and I can animate those things for myself and never show anybody, but the whole point is for me to kind of get peace and be true to myself, like fully transparently true to myself. And so I reach really difficult points where I'm like, ugh, people are gonna probably not like this thing that I did, or people are not gonna agree with how I handled this, or because like I'm a human and I made mistakes, and like that's a really hard thing for me to cope with because I'm OCD. And making mistakes is like the worst thing in the world to me, and putting those mistakes out on display for the entire world to see is just the most terrifying thing I think I've ever had to put myself through, ever. It's like a nightly thing where I am like falling asleep and I'm like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And it's really sad because like most of the things are just, they're not even bad. Like seriously, like I have not done many bad things in my time. Sure, I have not handled things the way I probably should have in some cases, but also, most of these things happened when I was a child. Like, how am I supposed to be expected to handle things when I literally don't even know how to use a credit card? Like, like, definitely needing to put that stuff out in the world to get that reassurance of, like, see, like, it's fine. Also, thank you, Maddie. I see your little sticker. It's so cute. Little sheep with the hearts. Oh, that's adorable. Holy cow. Oh, that's so cute, dude. Mal, I am so, like, wondering to myself if I'm gender fluid, because, like, with the way that my personality shifts every few years or so, like, it's very interesting, and I feel like I alternate between genders every time. It's like, I'm always running through different genders. To me. Oh, wait, this... Who's on what layer here? I think my brother's on one layer. It's kind of dumb. Alright, anyways, sorry, I had to figure out what layer is going on here. But yeah, like, I just feel like I go through, like every 4 years where I'm just like, I need a whole new wardrobe and whole new haircut and I need a new name and like, I need new everything. And then like, yeah, sometimes it's day by day. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, yeah, let's go she, her, slay. And then I'm like, next day I'm like, if anyone ever calls me a girl again, I'm going to explode like an atom bomb. And it's like, okay, I don't know, like, some days it's so touchy, some days I get so mad. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know what's going on here. But, like, most of the time, it's stable. Like, I feel right now I'm very they, them. I'm like, yeah, like, I pretty much guarantee you embody they, them, like, let's go. But then I'm like, a couple years ago, I was, like, the embodiment of she, her, and I was just like, yeah, I'm the mom, like, I'm the lesbian mom of the group, and that's who I am, and, like, I take care of everybody, and I'm, like, this doting, soft, like, kind, I love flower shirts, and, like, I love wearing shorts, and, like, very feminine. And then I'm just, like, look at Parker, and I'm just, like, man, but, like, do I love, like, the baggy, like, cargo pants, and wearing swim trunks all the time and flip-flops and slippers and just not even caring about how I look and like tying up my hair, not brushing it, not giving a crap, wearing my Axe deodorant, like literally embodying boy like no tomorrow. And it's just like, man, like feels like every freaking other year or so I just switch and go back and forth and back and forth. Because like Wild Child was never girly. It was definitely a thing where people were like, oh, you're such a sweet little girl, hee, and I'd be like, okay. Like, most of the time I never really felt like a girl. I mean, obviously, like, I made an episode about it called Boy Oh Boy, where, like, I wanted to go around and, like, not wear a shirt, and I wanted to do masculine things, and I liked primarily masculine, like, fandoms and toys and, like, franchises and things when I was growing up. Because it wasn't limited to me. I wasn't just allowed to play with Barbies. Like, I could have whatever I wanted. So, most of the things I chose to engage in were masculine. And most of my friends were boys. Outside of, like, the few, like Mothy and Jill. Like, most of my friends you'll find are guys. And so I look back at Wild Child and I'm definitely like, well, just because she's AFAB, I don't necessarily think she, like, if she had, like, the concept of gender identity down, I think she would just be a, like, ambiguous, like, gender fluid little creature, little guy. But I'm like, we'll go with she, her, because, like, that's what everybody called me, that's all I ever really knew at the time, and that's kind of what I'm basing the era's genders off as well, is, like, what they perceived themselves as at the time, and, like, Blackbird definitely bought way more into the girly shit than I ever did my entire life. It was just so much, like, girly shit at that point. Oh my god, it was just Blackbird being like, I love nails and makeup, and I love doing this stuff because I'm a girl, and girls do this stuff, and I like doing it. And I'm like, okay, do you? Do you? And, like, yeah, she did. She really did. So, it's definitely one of those things where I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I could be gender fluid, but I'm gonna give it another era to figure that out, I think. I'm gonna wait until Robin's era, because I've never been they, them before. Robin's they, them. So I'm like, wow, okay, I guess the next era will really prove it to me. Like, if I continue to stay they, them, and I still feel like they, them, after all my healing and everything I go through in the next 4 years, like, No, 3 years now. Damn, 3 years. In the next 3 years, if I'm still feeling they, them, I might just be they, them. I don't know. It's, like, hard, because I teeter on that line, you know? I teeter on the line of, like, I could be fluid or I could be NB, and that's kind of where I'm at. Because I don't know if I'm trans-masc either, because I really do, like, love my voice the way it is. I go through this struggle all the time where I, like, will pitch my voice, and I'll record things, and I'll listen to how I would sound if I was a guy, and I kind of find myself obsessed with it, honestly. And then I'm like, yeah, that's not normal, but I really don't want to lose my vocal range that I worked really hard on as a voice actor for so long, and, like, I want to be able to audition for both. Like, why can't I just have a switch and be girl sometimes and be boy other times? Like, and I feel that's very gender fluid coded. More so than being trans-masc. Because my brother's trans-masc, so, like, I learn a lot from him when it comes to, like, how different I am. And I'm quite different. Dang, Sparky, that's so freaking cool, dude. That you got to do that when you were a kid. That's, I mean, it sucks that nobody liked it, but, it's cool that you still have tried. Like, that stands for something. That's pretty awesome. Oh my god, yeah! Yeah, my little fingerless gloves were actually a, wasn't really like a fashion statement, it was actually, for my carpal tunnel. Because I was drawing so much in that era, yeah. Aww. Fizzy, that's so cool. I'm so glad that people, like, get to feel sound in their gender. I remember what that used to feel like. I felt the most sound in my gender in Hawley era, I feel. It's when I really was just like, yeah, whatever, I'm a girl, and I just... It's hard when you realize that, like, a lot of your personality is just... Yeah, it's just, I'm so, like, all over the place, all over the board, so... Yeah, I know I don't have to take T to be trans-masc, but it is something that, like, I want to do, but I just won't do, and it sucks, where I'm just like, man, I wish it wasn't so, like, this or that. Like, I wish I could just do everything, but I can't, and I'm frustrated by that. Because, like, I would love to take Tina, I'd love to just go full on, like, I would love my voice to be deep, because I can't tell you how frustrating it is to be in public. And I'm dressing very masculine, and I present very masculine, and then the moment I open my mouth, they take back the he, him that they gave me, and they go, oh, sorry, ma'am. And I'm like, frick! I get clocked every time I open my mouth! Rah! So it's just like, it's one of those things. I feel like I'm never gonna win. I mean, Maddie, I'm constantly going through that too. Like, I don't know. I have no advice on gender. I am just, this past 2 years, finally starting to explore it because I'm safe enough to. It's, yeah, Fizzy, yeah, it's definitely a social construct. It is definitely a very much a societal, very, very ingrained thing. Gender is everywhere. And if you're sound in your gender and you don't really think about it and you just kind of, you do your thing, like, you don't really think about it too much, but, like, in my world, it's so difficult for me on a day-to-day basis. Like, I struggled so bad. I really wanted to get masculine deodorant, and the last time I went to the store, I, like, had hyped myself up. I was like, I'm gonna go into the aisle, and if nobody's there, I will, like, smell them and see which ones I like and maybe get one. So I hype myself up, I get to the store, and I'm like, okay, there's no one in the aisle, let's go. And I'm, like, hurrying to, like, smell all the deodorants because I'm autistic and I can't stand certain smells and I have to be really careful. And I was like, okay, I also have, like, really sensitive skin, so I had to find the right ones that had the right ingredients, and it was just, like, I was, like, speed running this. And then I'm like, oh god, what if somebody sees me? What if they question me? Because I'm dressing not masculine today. Frick, oh god, help! And then, this person walks up beside me, and I'm like, oh god, I'm doomed. And it's a feminine presenting person. It's a feminine presenting person, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not the only one. Oh, thank god. Yes, let's go. Holy shit. Solidarity. I was so saved. I was so blessed, dude. I was like, wow, wow, wow. So, like, man, it was so nostalgic for me to get something that kind of reminded me of Parker's era. And it's just making me so happy lately. I'm like, oh, Parker, it smells just like you. It's just so sweet to me. And, like, I'm working on my courage to kind of stray from the little box I've been in, essentially. Masculine deodorant, yeah, it definitely, I've been wearing it the past week, it definitely isn't, like, my favorite. The more feminine deodorants work better, which is stupid. But I just, it's so nostalgic for me, that's why I'm using it currently. It's for nostalgia purposes mostly, because I want to feel like I'm in Parker era again, because it was one of the happiest times of my life! And I want to go back. Aw. Now I get to draw all three of them, like, hugging. Ugh, my heart. This era's gonna hurt in so many ways. Yeah, I was reading a article the other day, because I really am, like, I'm a reader and a listener. I listen to a lot of podcasts, I read a lot. And I was reading an article the other day about what they call a phrase called, like, friend breakups, where you're not friends with somebody anymore, and how different society treats it from, like, another relationship breakup, like a partner breakup. And, like, friendship breakups are, like, not a joke, man. Like, they really aren't. In my opinion, as an ace aro person, my friendships are, like, so important to me. They're so deeply, deeply, deeply important to me. They're the only connections and relationships I'm ever going to have. And so they're just, I can't explain in enough detail how much friendships mean to me. And so when I lose that for some reason or another, it is, like, the most distressing thing in the whole wide world to me. Because, like, friends mean so much, and it's definitely, like, one of those things where I just feel like it's not talked about enough. Like, losing friends is just not talked about enough. I just think it's a lot more painful than everybody's leading it on to be. Because, like, this whole era is just, like, building up this, the best, literal, like, my soulmate, best friend I've ever had, and then watching it fall apart. And, like, you can't tell me that doesn't hurt less than heartbreak from, like, a partner. Like, I feel like, I don't know, there's some friendships that kind of transcend that for me, where I'm like, this is more than, like, just, like, a base friendship. This is, like, you're, like, my sibling in arms, you're, like, my family, and then you just, we follow the internet trends of, like, just ghosting people, or leaving, or doing whatever, and man, it just sucks. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm alone in that, but I just think it's just a really, really, really sad thing, and that people need to give it a little more attention, and maybe we need to call it something else. Because, yeah, it's painful. It's painful AF to lose a friend who means that much to you. Right, that's what I'm saying, Pippi. Yes, and Corey. It's just, it's so, yeah, it's such a mess. And, like, it's just, relationships have always been kind of the forefront of everything. And when you look at things from, like, my perspective and Aero Ace perspective, it's just, God, there's so much garbage about, like, dating and, like, anything but friendship relationships. Like, there's just so much more focus on that in society, and it's garbage to me. Because it's just like, there's more than that out there. But, I don't know, I've always been taught to just kind of grin and bear it when it's like, oh, you lose a friend, oh well. It's not like your partner, who cares? Like, screw them. You'll get new, better friends. And it's just like, is that what we say to people when they, like, lose their, like, spouse? Like, oh, whatever, you'll just get a new wife, who cares? Like, no, like, that's so rude. Why would you say that? And, like, why would you treat it like that? It just feel like there needs to be a shift in the way that friendships are treated. Because they're treated so much more dispensable and just, like, disposable and just expendable than other relationships. And it's like, why? Like, it's just morbidly sad to me, so. That's my spiel on that. I'm gonna finish up my little drawing here. Parker. Parker and friends. Parker and friends in the corner. Because most of this is going to be about the background, so, like, the characters are going to be, like, really small in the frame. No. This is going to make me a little sad. But yeah, we got pretty far today, I'd say. I got some... How many frames in are we? We're over 1,000 frames on the first layer now. So that's great. You know, that's a 1/7 of the way done with the first layer, which is not a 1/7 of the way completely done. That's just the first layer. Animation takes a long time, gamers. Animation takes a long time. But yeah, I'll open the floor for some last minute Q&A before we wrap up for today, because we are about to do that. I don't want to draw too terribly much more. We'll leave it on this little cute little... I'll just play the storyboard for you guys. It's gonna make no sense, but I'll play that in the background while we do stuff here. But yeah, year 8 is coming along pretty well. And I feel that I'm doing splendidly with it. It's a much happier year. I think there's only like 5 content warnings out of like the almost 25 episodes that's in it. There's like a lot of episodes in this one. I think it's like, how many episodes is it? Like 20? It might be 20, I don't know. There's only a couple content warnings. Like, it's pretty tame in comparison to what we have seen so far. So, that's exciting. Like, really exciting. Really looking up for Wild Child. I know the last year for Persona Project was pretty rough. Year 7 was rough. But it's looking up. And that Parker is such a cute drawing, like, yeah. I have alternating backgrounds on my desktop of different Persona Project pictures that you guys draw for me, and it's my big motivator, and I can't wait to categorize all the Parker ones to put them up when I work on Parker's era. Like, right now I have all the Wild Child art in the Wild Child, like, era, like, going on in the background. It's really cute. But yeah, it's been a really great stream. I have very much enjoyed this. Oh, thank you, Spudbean! What a freaking awesome time, dude! Right at the very end. Thanks, Spudbean. That's a great little dono, dude. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, you guys are so right about that. I don't know, like, I Persona Project is something so special, man. Like, I can't even get over it. Like, I'll never shut up about how cool it's been for the past 6 months to be able to just wake up every day, pick a little memory to focus on, and, like, really cradle it. And really go, like, wow, this happened to me. And, like, really process it. And, like, I'm really taking my time with it, and it's been so freaking awesome. So thank you guys so much for all the continued support with the project and everything else that I do. I hope you're excited for more video game content, because I have more Animal Crossing ships coming out, I have more wobble dogs. I have a ton more wobble dogs. You guys have no idea. It's gonna get so crazy. Oh my god, it's getting insane, our Wobble Dog series, and it's been really fun having you guys, like, leave name suggestions, and it's just been such a fun era on Pet Peeves. Like, Pet Peeves has eras too, you know, and I feel like this has been a great one, where, yes, we have the serious times, we have the Persona project, but then we also have the fun times too, and I'm so happy to have you guys along for all of it, because that's kind of what life is. It's not just, oh, we're always having fun, it's always great. So, it's nice that we have, you know, a little bit of a balance, and I like that a lot right now. I'm really excited where everything is going lately, and Brightside is still going on really strong. We are about to reach the climax of Root Arc, which is so exciting, and I can't wait for you guys to see how insane it's gonna get from that point beyond. It just takes off, and I've already begun working on the next season of Brightside 2 of all of the various different animations and stuff. Like, it's just such a giant improvement. I'm using my new art style. I'm using, like, literally the Persona Project art style for Brightside in Season 3. It's gonna be awesome. Everything's really smoothing out. It's gonna be a very, very fun time, and I can't wait for you guys to be along for the ride. Oh. But yeah, you guys are halfway through season 2 of Brightside already. Oh yeah. I can't believe it. My music just there it goes. But yeah, it's been a great time here, guys, and we have lots more to look forward to. So, oh goodness, my whole computer did not like that. It was like, you're changing on me? How dare you? But it's been a great stream. I'll probably end up doing members only streams for a little bit just to keep it nice and calm for myself. I gotta inch my way back into live streaming. My mental health has been quite poor, so I do appreciate all the positivity today, gamers. It's been very much needed. Like, so very much needed. But, oh gosh, just thank you guys so much for all the donations, all the support, all the members. You guys, we have so many members! And on that note, the final thing I will leave you with is that we are going to be doing a really cool kind of celebration. I will be posting a community post, and it's going to be a public post for you guys to kind of get a reveal of what we're doing. Members kind of already know what we're doing. We are going to be doing a little special thing to celebrate not only having 50 members already, but also 200,000 subscribers, which happened so fast. I'm not even done with the 100,000 subscriber animation I'm working on. So, yeah, maybe I'll finish that. Oh my god. So thank you guys for that. Jeez, going really fast here. I can barely keep up. So we have lots of fun stuff coming up and very interactive things I hope you guys are gonna be excited about. But until then, gamers, thanks for the awesome stream. Thanks for relaxing with me today. We needed it. I feel like we all needed it. It's been a crazy start of the year so far. But no matter how crazy it gets, we'll still be here. We'll still be queer. We'll still make art. It'll all be okay in the end. And that's kind of the moral of the story. So thank you guys, and I will see you next week. Next week. We will probably vote on what we're going to be doing next week. But until then, I hope you guys stay well, hydrate. We need to do a hydration check. Make sure you hydrate before you dihydrate. We don't want that. And yeah, boo-bye! Boo-bye, gamers.